Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we are at the Coastal Grand Mall, which is a thriving mall here in the Myrtle Beach area. We're going to take you inside, give you a full tour, and we're also going to talk about what's new here at the Coastal Grand Mall. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything in Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us. From the entrance we just came in, which I guess is their main entrance, you come into the food court. There's all kinds of options here. We'll go by those and show you, but I want to point out there's also a movie theater in this mall, and it's a pretty good size movie theater with a lot of options. There's people standing in line for the movies. Food court's not quite open yet. The mall just opened. It opens at 11 typically. You can check their website because their hours do change from time to time. However, they do open early at 9:30 for walking. So if you're here on a rainy day, this is a great rainy day activity. And you can come and get your exercise in if you want to. You've got Space Battle over here. This is fairly new. It's about a year or so old. And then let's go by the restaurants here. I'll tell you what's on the other side as we walk by the different food offerings. You've got a Claire's jewelry shop on the other side opposite us. Lids, that's a hat shop. You've got iFix. And then there's also an AT&T store. But here are all of the food offerings. Like I said, things are just getting opened up since it's about 11:15 right now, so everything just opened. All kinds of good food here, and Chick-fil-A was always one of my favorites. I don't eat eat out a lot really, but Chick-fil-A was always one I enjoyed. And then I wanted to mention Adobe Flats has closed. It was not open for very long, but it is closed now, so don't come here expecting Adobe Flats. And then you've got Customized Tees, which is fairly new. And then you've got At the Pier Arcade. And I'll just give you a little quick peep inside. It's a small arcade. It's not big like Dave & Buster's or Stars and Strikes. Stars and Strikes is here at the mall, so we will definitely show you that. You've got a few jewelry stores, and then over here is H&M, and H&M is a pretty good size store. Let me know in the comments, are you a fan of H&M? Do you do a lot of shopping there? I have gone in there 100 times and I've never found anything. I've never been able to find anything. So here is the middle, and you might be able to see the Easter Bunny is hanging out there. He looks kind of sad. I don't know why. Maybe he's just bored waiting for a child to come and visit him. But he is out and about. It's that time of the year right now. And we are going to continue our tour around. Maybe the bunny will be busier by the time we come back through. They do have some kiosks here that are normally open. I don't know why they're not open since it's after 11. They've also got that bungee jumping thing for kids there. Over here is Mr. Poppins. And then we're going to go down this side of the mall, get Victoria's Secrets. I wanted to talk about the size of the mall since I mentioned walking here. According to their website, if you walk the entire perimeter, I think that means going in and out of, all the little, there's some stores where you go down an extra hallway, so that would be going in and out of all that. It's 1.4 miles all the way around, so it's a big mall, and it's all one story, which I find convenient. And it's also thriving, as I mentioned. There's, no sort of vacant. There is one major vacant place, I'll show you that, but there's not a ton of vacant stores here. You've got some good anchors. You've got Belks, Dillards, JCPenney's as anchors. Also, I'll mention it when we go get closer to it, but one other new thing I wanted to mention, and the entrances from the outside of the mall, is Crunch Fitness. They have moved in, and so that is a new place here at the mall. That is a gym, so if you're here on vacation, that may not be what you're looking for, but I did want to mention it since it's new. A lot of clothing stores, obviously. We are at the mall, all kinds of clothes. Looks like prom dresses are out in force. Here's the Yankee Candle. The Yankee Candle at Broadway at the beach did close down, so if you're looking for a Yankee Candle while you're in town, so this is what I was talking about. You see the walkers, they're going down this little extra bump here. There's JCPenney, so that's what you would need to do to get that full 1.4 miles. Here's the Sleep Number store. And then you've got Persona on the other side. Earthbound, Foot Locker, just all kinds of stuff. And it's funny, we moved from a bigger city than here, and we have found now that we're locals here, we like this mall so much better than anything we had there. We either had Mega Mall that's just kind of too much, or we had Dying Mall, which is, since we moved, has actually completely died. There was a Dying Mall that is no more where we moved from. So my point being that I feel like this is just the right size. I feel like it's a perfect size mall. There are other mall locations in this area, by the way. There was a mall in central Myrtle Beach that is no more. It got completely demolished. But the Myrtle Beach Mall is actually near North Myrtle Beach. It's across from the Tanger on 17. And it is more in that state of there's some things open, there's some things not open. We have a video of it if you'd like to see it on our channel. Just just to find anything on our channel, go to YouTube, search for Carmen and Brian, and then put in whatever you're looking for. So in that case, put in Guy Fieri, because we're talking about his downtown Flavortown, which is coming to that mall. So that will pop you up the latest video that we have talking about that mall and giving you a tour and showing you what is at that mall. So there are other options here. It's not just this one, but this would definitely be our favorite of the choices in this area for malls. Then you also have your outdoor shopping. We have a shopping playlist on our channel. If you're interested in more shopping options, you've got, you know, both Tanger outlets. There's two. There's one near North Myrtle Beach on 17. So there's another entrance to the mall, and we're gonna turn here. Kitchen and bath ideas, Toys Land. And there's a toy island at Broadway at the Beach. So Broadway at the Beach is another shopping option. You've got the Tanger on 501, you've got Barefoot Landing. So there are just so many shopping options in this area. And we have videos of all those on our shopping playlist, so you can definitely check those out if you're looking for shopping options. So this is where the old Sears was and is no more. So that's the place I was talking about that's really large that doesn't exist anymore. So there is one big vacant area, but otherwise everything is pretty much, you know, has a shop in it and that kind of thing. So like I said, not a dying mall. Now we're going to go to the middle of the mall again and pick back up so you can see the second half. We're coming up to the middle of the mall, so we're back to Mr. Poppins, back to the Easter Bunny. Can't go wrong with the Easter Bunny. So here is the Starbucks that's in the mall. You've got this sort of out in the atrium seating. Gives you a feeling of being outside a little bit. And they've got some indoor seating. And then this is, I know they have this restaurant district sign, but the restaurants are actually outside, but I want to show you this area. So there are a few big things to talk about on this side. You've got Old Navy and you've got Stars and Strikes. As I mentioned, Stars and Strikes is a big arcade. They also have bowling, they also have axe throwing, they also have a restaurant, they also have a bar. And they do birthday parties. So it's a pretty big thing. It's online with what I would think of as a Dave & Buster's, except they also have the bowling and the axe throwing. We'll stop in there for just a second, but I also want to show you what is outside here, because there's actually a lot of stuff outside. So you've got Ulta Beauty outside, Books A Million, which is a huge bookstore, Texas Roadhouse Grill, Shops at Coastal Grand, so that's just some miscellaneous shops that are out there, Abuelo's Mexican Restaurant, and Little Tokyo Steakhouse and Sushi Bar. So that's just right out. So we're almost opposite where we came in right now. Actually, we're literally opposite of the doors we came in. So if you came in through the food court, walk straight across, and we're facing 17 Bypass. Let's go over here to Stars and Strikes and just stick our head in and take a look around real quick. We do have a video where we cover everything that's in here, so I'm not going to walk through the whole thing because we already have a video that focuses on that, and you can check that video out on our channel. Again, just go to Carmen and Brian, search for Stars and Strikes, and it will come right up. The bowling is right up here, and then the axe throwing's over there, and they also have the restaurant and bar in that direction. So you can check all those out there. But it's a pretty cool location. So again, if you're looking for rainy day activities, this is definitely a good one, especially if you have kids. But even as adults, we have fun in there as well. So that's definitely something worth checking out. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That helps other people find the video, and we greatly appreciate that. For a point of reference, we are back to the middle again. So you've got All-Star Elite right over here. You've got an Express straight across. And then we're gonna walk down the second half. So this is what I mean, it's a big mall. It's bigger than you would think. And there is a ton of stuff outside, not just the stuff I mentioned, but there's also a Red Lobster, a Chipotle, the Crazy Mason. There's a bunch of furniture stores, other restaurants. So this is a really big area. And then if you go down the street a little bit, there is a Michael's, a Costco, a Best Buy, a Walmart, a Home Depot. So there is just a ton of stuff in this immediate area that we are in. And there's definitely a lot of places to eat. So you don't have to feel like you need to eat at the food court. There are a whole bunch of places that you can eat while you're here. Lots and lots of shopping. And then you've got Hot Topic, Spencer's. The Five Below that we're coming up to on the right is fairly new. That opened, I think, last year or the year before. It's fairly new. This Ice Time is fairly new. So all these things coming in, it's nice. It's nice to see, you know, a completely alive and thriving mall. And if you're wondering where all the people are, this is filmed on a Monday, like I said, right after opening. So trust me, if you come later in the afternoon, especially right around 3 or 4 when schools are out, there are lots of people here. It gets very busy. Even on a Monday, I would say it's probably going to be busy. As you saw, today is a bit rainish outside, and that sometimes keeps people inside, but that's a good day if there ever was one to come to the mall, in my opinion. It's a good indoor day kind of day to do something that you've got, because almost all the shopping here, with the exception of a couple of malls, is outside. You know, like Broadway, Barefoot, the Tanger malls. Some of the Tanger malls have, or outlets have a little bit of shelter, but not like here. Not like fully climate control indoors. It's funny, we popped into Old Navy while we were here, and it was like 1,000,000 degrees in there. Thankfully, out in the mall, it feels good. It's like the perfect temperature, but for some reason, it was really hot inside of Old Navy. Speaking of climate control, so there's Man Cave, GameStop, and got another jewelry store. And then here's another bump out. So this is where Dick's Sporting Goods moved to. If you remember, if you've been here before, they used to be where Stars and Strikes is now. So this is their new location. You can also access them from outside the mall if you wish. There are several stores like that you can get to. This B12 store is fairly new. Got Vision Works, Rendezvous, and then we're coming up on one of the other new things I wanted to show you and wanted to point out the location of. Got some shoes. And then here's Dillards, another one of the anchors at the mall. And then right around the corner, you've got Massage. But then here's what I wanted to mention. This is the new location for the Crunch Fitness. That took over where there used to be the Bed Bath & Beyond. So the Bed Bath & Beyond went out of business. And there is an entrance right out there to Crunch Fitness. If you'd like to learn more about Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.